Okay. What? I did the test this morning. It took me 1 hour and 39 minutes to read, and there was 108 pages, but about 50 of the pages was from PowerPoint, so the PowerPoint pages are much shorter to read than the textbook page. But anyways, I read all of that stuff, and I kind of just skimmed through all of it, um, and then I took the test, and that test was kind of hard because a lot of the questions, well, some of them were like from the part that I had read like last week, so it was hard to remember stuff. And also it was annoying because like those, a lot of the part that I read last week was actually a PowerPoint that for some reason the link to the PowerPoint doesn't work on Canvas, so the only way to look at it is to watch the YouTube video of the lecture of it, so it's so annoying. But and also a bunch of the questions I found to be unfair, but I still got 86% on the test. So now my grade in the class is at 91%, and he has not graded the self and peer review, but I'm assuming I'm getting 100% on that. And then the only thing left is the course reflection. And I did the math. And if I don't turn in the course reflection, my final grade in the class will probably be 89%. That's so funny. Man, that'd be nice if it was my grade was like all the way up at like 93 or 94%, because then I wouldn't even have to do the last assignment. But I would still do it anyways. I would just maybe put less effort into it. But basically, even if I only get like 10 out of 20 on the assignment, I'm still gonna get an A minus. Like my grade, the only thing I really have to do is get like is get at least like half the points on this. Wait, actually, yeah, I could even get like 8 out of 20 and probably still get an A minus. But anyways, I'm going to, all I have to do is basically just do the course reflection and not completely and utterly bomb the assignment, which is not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. Like, even if I just sat there and like, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit there and write. I'm just going to write whatever comes to mind, because why would I put effort into this? It's just, there's barely even any directions. Like, all it says is write a course, draft a short yeah, I don't know why he has to put the word short in front of the word 2 pages. That's ridiculous. It's not short. A short 2 pages double-spaced reflection paper. You will also consider how you can continue to grow and learn new ways to foster the competencies that you have learned in technical knowledge related to HR that you have learned in the workplace. That's the entire directions. I mean, I guess I'll try to answer that second part. I don't know. I mean, I could just say I'm not going to actually do that. I'm not doing that at all. Wait, how I can continue to grow and learn. Like, oh yeah, I'm so gonna continue to grow and learn about HR. Or wait, does it say about HR or new ways to foster the competencies you have learned and technical? Oh my gosh, why would I even care? It's just a human resource class. Even if I was continuing my degree, I don't even care about this class at all, because it's just required for no apparent reason. Well, it's because it's business administration. Why do we have random business administration classes that are required? Gosh. Anyways. Gosh, I hate this. Like, this is the only thing I have left to do, and yet I still am not looking forward to having to do this. I mean, of course I'm not, but the fact that this is the very last assignment is not, it's not even, Um, it doesn't even motivate me at all. Like, I do not feel motivated to do this, but at the same time, well, okay, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel emotionally motivated to do it, but like rationally, I feel motivated to do it. And the rational part of me is like taking over at this point. It's like, okay, just get it done, and then you're done finally. Like, you're so close. That's kind of what happened to me earlier today, because I could have spent way longer on the studying, and I could have spent way longer on the test, but I was just rushing through everything because I just wanted to get it all over with. Like, I literally just sat there, read all the stuff all at once as fast as I possibly could, and then right away I took the test. Not even a little break. I just took the test and got 86%. And then I had to go return. Oh, I almost forgot to mention I had to go return my textbook to UW Platteville Textbook Center, which is in Platteville, which is, well, the GPS said it was a 40-minute drive. Was it really a 40-minute drive? I don't know. I didn't really time it. But I had to drive all the way to Platteville and return my book. I was like the only person there. Like, I wonder if I was like the only person who went there that day. I mean, like the way the person like was talking to me, she was like, well, maybe, I don't know. It's like I was the only student in the textbook center. I was expecting there to be more people because it's the last day of the semester and everyone has to turn in their books, but I guess either not very many people took summer classes, maybe not very many people actually rented textbooks, or maybe not. I don't know. What's up with that? Like, I don't think COVID has anything to do with it, because it's not like the same, probably about the same number of people that normally would have taken a summer class did take a summer class. Like, why were there not tons of people turning in their textbook? Because today's the last day that they're due, and the classes end today. Like, I don't know why they would even do that. Okay, well, stuff. Man, why is I still? Dude, I don't feel any relief yet. I still have this course reflection that I don't feel good about, because I don't care about the class at all whatsoever. Now I have to pretend that I actually am that I've learned something from this, and I have to pretend that I'm gonna somehow use the information in the future. Why? I'm not gonna pretend anything. I'm gonna write exactly where I'm failing, I guess. Am I even gonna use any of the stuff I learned in this class whatsoever? Am I gonna use it? I don't think so. Gosh. Is he gonna take off points because of that? I did the assignment. I did what you asked me to do. I told you exactly how I feel about the course. That's literally what you want me to do. The directions aren't even that specific. I mean, yeah, it does tell you, talk about how you're going to continue to grow. Whoa. Oh no. Dude, he's what if I just sat there and wrote 3 sentences that are I learned a bunch of random stuff about human resource management, and I'm probably not going to use it at all later in life, so that's about it. And then turn that in. What would my grade be on the assignment? You're like, that's not good enough. Yeah, but that's the truth of the matter. So what else do you want me to say? That's all I have to say. Are you kidding me? Come on. Dude, what? How many points do I have to get on this? Wait a minute. Let's see. What's the minimum grade I can get on this? Okay, 603 is if I get 10 out of 20. And then... Oh my gosh. Dude, I don't have to get very many points at all. Okay, so I have to get... So 9, 8, 7, 6. Wait. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6. I only have to get 6 out of 20 in this assignment to get an A minus. That's assuming I get 100% on the self and peer review. I don't see why I would get any points taken off for the self and peer review. Honestly, like I did exactly what it told me to do. I graded. Gave me and my teammate a score, and then I explained why I gave myself a lower score on a few things. So why would I get any less than 10 out of 10? So basically, if I get 10 out of 10 on the self and peer review, or maybe it's 20 out of 20, I can't remember. Wait just a minute, that actually matters. I think it's 20 points. Yeah, I did calculate it as 20. Anyways, if I get 20 out of 20 on the self and peer review, all I have to do to get an A minus in the class is to get 6 out of 20 on the course reflection. Oh man. I should be able to get that. Obviously, it's really hard. It would be really hard to screw up that badly, unless the teacher is feeling mean and decided to give me like 5 out of 20 because he didn't like what I wrote. I don't know. Oh man, I mean that could happen. I would literally not be surprised if that happened. I don't think he's that mean though. Dude, this is a piece of cake. No, it's not. I hate this assignment because it's like it expects something from me that I don't really want to. Like, what is the thing here? There's a problem where it expects me to have actually learned stuff from the class. It expects me to, I don't know, enjoy the class or something. I don't know. Not really, but it expects me to have like learned stuff, and then it expects me to grow. I don't know. It kind of expects me to care about the class. Actually, that's really what I'm looking for. Like the main idea of this assignment is the primary assumption is that you actually care about the class. But I don't care about it. That's the thing. So what am I supposed to do with this assignment? I only care about the class insofar as it helps me with my GPA and helps me with my degree requirement. That's literally it. Like, does this help me in would this have even helped me at all in my future work environment? Like, how would this have helped? This is a completely different field of study. Like, why do we even have this class as part of the requirements? Maybe I'll literally ask that in the reflection. Like, can you please explain, like in the feedback to this assignment, can you please explain why these types of classes are required for a degree, for an accounting degree? Because I really don't get it. Like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna interact with human resource people at my environment, but I'm not the one doing the human resource management. They are. Why do I need to know all this stuff? Oh my gosh. Like, I was kind of thinking in the car ride, like, I was thinking, do I really want to do I really want to drop out of college? Because maybe maybe the accounting classes aren't so bad. Like, I know I've really said I hated this financial statement analysis class, but honestly, the course material was fine. It was just the professor and the curriculum. That's what I didn't like about it. But the material itself was fine. I didn't mind it that much. It was kind of boring, but it wasn't like super. It was less boring than human resource management. It was like the least boring option for subject material. And then I would have taken four more accounting courses next semester. Most of my courses would have been accounting. So maybe, but oh yeah, my laundry is still downstairs. Down in the basement. Oh man, we're so close. Can I just finish? Man, please just finish. Please. Please. Yeah, just sit down and do it. It's gonna take like 3 minutes. 30 minutes is nothing. That's literally nothing. I was thinking it might take an hour actually. I don't know. Depends on how much effort I put in, how much I rush through it, or how much I actually think about it. I don't know. I don't even know what my plan is. I'm just gonna sit down and then just try to think of what to write. Honestly, like the directions are so vague. Just write a course reflection, and write about how you're going to continue to grow in learning to foster the competencies. Like, really, that's the directions. That's what the directions. This is the last vlog before all of my homework is gonna be done. Stop. I just don't want to do this course reflection. Oh, I hate this so much. There's a guy out there. Fun. What? Oh, yeah. It was so funny when I went to Platteville, the University of Wisconsin Platteville campus. I turned in my textbook. That was the first time I had ever set foot on that campus as a student of that school, which is so weird. It's probably going to be the first and the last time I will ever do that. It's so weird. Like, COVID caused me to basically just never go there because everything was online. So even when I needed textbooks, I should have, like, even this summer, last semester I was stupid and did it and like ordered them through the wrong place, so then I ended up paying way more money. But even with this semester, I actually was able to get my textbook delivered to me, so I didn't even have to go there. But then now I could have mailed them my textbook, but it was due today, so I would have had to pay extra money. it was just easier to go there and give it to them in person. So I drove there. I actually called them before I went just to make sure I didn't need anything else to bring, and also uh, like to ask them where I could park, because I was looking at Google Maps, and the parking lot that it was telling me to go to was, it said that it was like reserved for staff or whatever. But then I called the textbook center. Like, I was looking for other parking lots, and the nearest one was kind of far. So I just called the textbook center and asked them where I should park. They told me I could park in the reserved one because there weren't any people there yet or something, because it's summer. So that's where I went. And then I just went into the building that was on Google Maps, and then followed the signs, and I found the textbook center. Oh, man. And I literally only saw one other student in the entire experience. There was nobody there except for the people working at the textbook center. So weird. And the hallways, some of the hallways I was walking through were dark. They didn't even have the lights on, I guess, because there's nobody there. And it was a little bit weird because they were like, well, when I called them and when I got there in person, like both times they were like, oh, do you want to get your fall textbooks? It's like, no, because I'm not going to be coming here. Oh yeah, because I'm registered for fall classes. Even if I hadn't been registered, they probably would have asked me that, but yeah, I was just like, no, I'm not going to get them just yet. They're like, what the heck? Why not? You could just get them right now. Or maybe they had a feeling like, oh, maybe he's not coming back. Well, I didn't say, no, I'm not coming here next fall. I just said, no, I'm not going to get them yet. That would have been an awkward conversation. She's like, oh, I'm not coming here next fall. Also, it was really weird. She was like, okay, now you can put your textbook back on the shelf. I was like, what? How am I supposed to know where to put it? Anyways, and then she showed me how to look for the thing. So how to look for where to put my textbook back. Also, there was a Dropbox. I could have just put it in the Dropbox and not had to interact with anybody. But there was a sign on it that says, please give your textbook to the clerk or whatever. I was like, well, it says it wants me to do that. So, like, I don't know. Probably could have just put it in there, but oh, I don't feel like doing this course reflection. That's the last assignment. It's the last one. Oh, man. Of course. There's a reason why this is the last assignment. There's a reason I waited for this one to be the last assignment. It's obviously because I don't like it at all. I really don't want to do this. Could have done it like several weeks ago, but I chose not to. I chose to wait till the very end. Man. Oh, so close to done. So close to done. Oh. It is This is so easy. This assignment's easy. Hello. All you have to do is just write random stuff, and then you'll get at least 6 out of 20. I don't even need it. It's an assignment where you don't have to do any research. All you have to do is just talk about what you feel like talking about. Well, not that, but just talk about whatever comes to mind, and then you only have to get 6 out of the 20 points in order to get an A minus. And yet I still don't want to do it. This is why I can't continue. This is why. Like, I don't want to have to go through all this stuff like for another full year, maybe even more. I mean, maybe it won't be as bad because it's because it's accounting courses rather than a business administration courses. It's funny, I had the same professor for every single accounting course. Probably didn't help all that much, honestly. Like, would things be different if I had actually a really good professor? I mean, he was fine. He wasn't like terrible. It's just, I don't know. Like, what if I had that one guy? I had this really good math teacher at NICC. I'd say he was my favorite teacher from all of my college classes, actually. Like, what if I had someone like that as my accounting teacher? Would things be different? I don't know. Why is it so hard to just do one last assignment? Why is that so hard to do? Come on. It's not even hard. Dude, I've done much more difficult stuff than this before. I did those employee benefit plans. I did the onboarding and orientation plan. I did the job. What was it? It was the job selection, recruitment selection plan. This is nothing compared to all that stuff. I don't have to do any work. I just have to sit there and write random stuff and then turn it in. Oh man. Really? Am I really having trouble starting this? Come on. Dude, I had to read 108 pages this morning and then take a test. And yet I still cannot start on this simple little assignment. Why? Like, basically, I studied all the material for 2 weeks. Or I studied 2 weeks worth of material and then took a test over that material in about a total of 2 hours and 40 minutes. Like, that just goes to show, like, how little, I mean, like how little effort I put into my classes. Like I literally did 2 weeks worth of stuff in like 3 hours when it's supposed to take way longer than that. Like I basically try to study everything as fast as humanly possible, which results in me not getting 100% on everything. Usually I'll get like 90% or 80% and end up with a grade of, well, my grades are going to be all around about 90%. My corporate finance grade is 92%. Human resource management, my grade will probably be about 90%. And who knows what the heck my grade in financial statement analysis is, but it's probably going to be like 88%, I would guess. Like I could put more effort into it and get better grades, but I don't really care that much. I just want to spend as little time as humanly possible doing homework. Oy. Yeah, sure, it was open book. So technically I could have just read nothing, but reading the stuff actually did help on the test. I was able to answer a bunch of the questions without having to look at the readings because I read through it. The corporate finance course, oh my gosh. Dude. Like for those tests, they were all open book and all had unlimited time limit. Unlimited time. Which meant that I basically didn't even have to study for them. Like one test, I didn't even do the homework assignment. I didn't even do one of the homework assignments, and I still was able to complete the test in the same amount of time. And I got 96% on the test. Oh man. Why am I not starting? I'm so close to done. I'm gonna be done in like 1 hour. I don't feel like sitting down and writing that paper for an hour. Are you kidding me? Just do it. You're 1 hour away from being done with an entire 8-week course. 3 8-week courses. You're one little tiny assignment away. Actually, one of the courses was 6 weeks. That was the financial statement analysis course. Maybe that's another reason why it was hard. No, it wasn't really that hard. Like it didn't feel like it was a shorter, more condensed course compared to the 8-week courses. I guess the fact that we had lectures, we had to attend the lectures, so for so many hours. But even then, like he didn't even have lectures 4 days a week most of the time. It's kind of weird. Well, time's running out on this video. Yeah, yesterday I did a cubing session. And so yeah, like when I deleted all my times from the year-long session and started over, that was on like July 29th, I think, and now it's August 13th. And the average of the entire session so far is 8.24. What? I seem to have actually improved a little bit there. And yesterday, at the session for the first half of the session, I felt like, oh no, I'm going back to being bad, going back to averaging like 8.5. But then the second half was a little bit better, and my times were more like 8.0. So still maintained the average. My current average of 1,000 was 8.18. Current average of 500 was like 8.2, I think. So yeah, it seems as if my average is decreasing finally. There was a long period of time where I was just stuck at 8.5, but now it seems to have gone down. That's kind of random. Because I didn't even do that much cubing over these past 8 weeks. I don't know why my times would all of a sudden start going down. Like, what is that? I really didn't cube much at all this past 8 weeks. I was doing homework. And yet my times randomly decide they're going to go down? Come on, like, during that month-long period of time before the summer classes, I was cubing way, way more. My times were not going down. How does that even make sense? Like, maybe all of that work took until just now to pay off. Like, if I hadn't done all those solves during that month-long break, maybe my times wouldn't be going down. I just didn't see the fruits of my labor until just now. Maybe that's how it works. Why am I cube? Unfortunately, I didn't get any good solves in camera. I did get a solve with a 2.5 F2L with really good TPS on the F2L part of the solve, but then the last layer sucked. So I wasn't able to upload that. Well, I could have, but it would have been lame. Like at this point, I also got a 5.15, but at this point I've decided I'm not even gonna upload 5s anymore because I literally just got a 396. Like now it seems completely irrelevant to upload a 5. I'm just gonna upload 4s. Unless I get it solved with really high TPS or something interesting happens. No! Okay. We're finally doing it. Finally going. And maybe I can do a little bit of another cubing session after I finish this. We're going to finish. The semester by